It's Camdork.
Hello everyone, this is Camdork, and welcome to episode 30 of my Buildcraft season number 2, where we play Minecraft with the mods Buildcraft, Thermal Expansion, and Forestry installed. Alright guys, well, I'm feeling a little sick now, but forging on as always. I have actually, if you noticed, fixed a lot of the things that were going wrong here. I've reset a lot of these machines from Thermal Expansion so that they now should work okay. The next step... Oh, hello, butterfly. I think I let him out while I was fixing the tree farm. The next step here is to power them, of course, and some of the piping I just have to make sure it works the same. Like, this is a little different now. The logic in these is not the same. I can pretty much get rid of these gates. I think I'm just going to have it sort of randomly go, or, you know, manually go. Yeah, I guess we can go down here. Yeah, so today we're gonna be fixing this. This is the power plant, and yeah, we're gonna be doing it because now we're gonna have a little fuel. I don't know if you noticed, but there's some fuel in there, and actually, ooh, it's really filling up. Pretty cool. This works great. Last episode we did. Oh, nice. We have already 3 blocks basically worth. Last episode we automated this sucker. Basically I used up almost a full tank of oil, so now I'm pumping a little more. Yeah, we are refining. So, as you notice, we're not going full speed ahead for all of these, but I think that's fine. I actually don't want to supply too much power, because then we're just wasting power, right? So this is perfectly fine, and it's actually working really well. I thought that it would be like constantly switching back and forth, and in fact it kind of is, but not that often, because when these engines need a little fuel, this line is all full of fuel, so pretty much it just really quickly replaces it. It's not really even enough to start the fuel flowing out of this tank, so it actually works really well. Very cool, very cool. So it's a nice trickle of fuel that's coming in here. We should be able to see it just barely go up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There it goes, 1 pixel. Woo! All right. So it's slow, but you know, trickle of fuel is never that fast, and we don't use it that quickly, so that's good. So we are going to make a power plant here, and we need to make it with thermal expansion dynamos. Let's see. And from what I know about dynamos, and maybe we'll confirm this, but I don't know. These all are the different dynamos you can have, and these all generate redstone flux. What is that? What's going on? Okay. Anyways, so there's a steam dynamo. It generates redstone flux, requires water and solid fuel. We could use that, but we don't have solid fuel. We have liquid fuel. Magmatic requires hot fluids like lava, and I guess there's these are the pyrotheum and other sort of thermal expansion fluids that are hot, that new ones. There's a compression dynamo, which is what we're going to use, which is fluid, fuel, and coolant, which is what we have. We have water as the coolant, and fuel is going to be, well, fuel. And a reactant. Ooh, a fluid fuel and a solid reactant. I don't know what that one is, but I guess that's better. I don't know. But I think the difference between these is not in the output. From what I see, they all generate 80 redstone flux per tick as the output, and it's always constant. It's just the difference is actually how long the fuel lasts. I think that's the only difference. So actually, let me go ahead and grab some stuff. We're going to be right back and start work on the power plant. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay guys, well before we go in to make our power plant, we need to know a little bit about how thermal expansion stuff works. Now I've mentioned this a few times before, and it's always kind of been the same with thermal expansion, but it's worth mentioning again, especially since this is, well, this is one of the few times that we're actually really using it. And I should also note that I was doing an experiment here. This should explode pretty soon. I don't know exactly when, but pretty soon. So we might have a nice bang in the middle of all this. But anyway, so what I have going is an energy cell here. It looks like it's doing nothing, but in fact it is on. I have it set so that it needs a high status in order to go on, which is this. This is a compression dynamo, so it's running on fuel and water. And as you see, it's kind of low on energy, but actually what it's doing is it is outputting 80 redstone flux per tick, which is its max, and it's storing this. This is sort of at a running at maximum efficiency status. So it is using up fuel. We're at 3,800. This will go down every so often. Should go down. Should go down. There it goes. Okay, see? Yeah, so it goes down a little bit. So we'll have automatic water generation. So that's no big deal with a aqueous accumulator, and fuel will be supplied otherwise. That's cool. So it's actually transferring power here into here, but this is actually transferring power out to here. So it's actually filling up this this leadstone energy cell. So it's been filling it up for quite a while now. So it's transferring power out, and we're actually going to see what happens when this fills up. Hopefully that thing will explode. Please, please, please. Now the power generation is interesting, and you'll see that this is automatically changes depending on the output. Now the compression dynamo can be shut off, just like I did right there, by supplying an energy current. By default it is on, but if you supply an energy current you can shut it off, but there's really no need because it'll automatically sort of level itself depending on what happens. So actually what happened here was, you see things starting to change. This is now maximum, it's filled. This is also filled. So what, oh cool, nice, perfect timing. So anyways, this is now filling up because it's storing energy. But as you notice, as it's storing energy, because there's nowhere for this energy to go, because now it can't just go through here into this cell because it's full. It was doing it before because this was going into the cell, but this was actually transferring out into the cell. So now this energy has nowhere to go, so it's actually just building up in the compression dynamo. But as it's building up, notice the power output is going down, and this will slowly approach 0. As this energy stores up, this power output would automatically generate, go down until, well, I guess until it reaches a minimum, which I think is 4. I think that means that it basically doesn't use water and fuel anymore because it basically stops that usage, but I can't confirm that, but I'm pretty sure it is. This seems to be the minimum. Even when this is completely full, you'll see this at 4. So I think that means that it, well, let's see. If I turn this off, okay, it does go to 0, so maybe it does actually generate a small amount of power while this is off or full. I don't think these things explode, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll have we'll kind of test it out. Hopefully we won't have anything horrible happen in our base, but please let me know if these things ever explode. I don't think they do. I think they automatically will, you know, sort of meter themselves so that they don't actually explode. So when this gets to 40,000, it'll have to stop because it's stored enough energy. So it's almost there. There it goes. Okay, and it's at a minimum power output right now, and it basically won't use any more water and fuel. Even if it does use some water and fuel, it'll be at a very low level, so that'll be fine. That'll be kind of like an idling state, and I'm okay with that. If we need to turn off the system, we will. I think I will include a turn off, but that's basically how energy transmission works in thermal expansion. Pretty cool. All right, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Let's start building. Okay, well, I have mostly what I need. At least I think this is kind of what I need. So let's go ahead and down into the power plant area and see how things are going as the world starts to generate a little more here. Jeez. So let's go down to the power plant, see what happens. Okay, so here we are, power plant. We had it set up before with rows of right here, and then there's a space, and then there's another bit here where we had aqueous accumulators lined up here with engines on top, and the same thing 2 steps over. We're going to kind of do the same deal except with dynamos. So we're going to have aqueous accumulators. Oops. Am I placing this right? Yeah, I think so. Yep, there we go. Okay, so here we're going to set it to just spit out the top. Same thing here. Same thing here. All right, and for now, let's just kind of put up a few here, and then same thing here. Whoa, what's going on there? Same thing here. Same thing here. And so on. You get the idea. I'm just going to place one more. So I'll do more of that later. Now, for now, what we're going to set, though, is these dynamos, these compression dynamos. We're going to set one here. I'm going to put one over here. Why not? Actually, for now, I'm just going to put them... Whoa. No. Cool. And we're going to have them... Come on. We're going to have them here. Oops. There and there. Okay. So these are... They have water. No big deal, right? It's filling up with water. Great. It's way more than we'll ever generate. Now the problem is that I only have leadstone energy conduits at this time. They can only transfer 80 redstone flux per tick. So in the beginning, we're only going to be able to run one of these dynamos and have it power the leadstone energy cell. So we're just going to have to be running one leadstone energy cell at first, and then we'll have to build up to the different types of conduits. So let's see, I think they're right in here. Conduits, conduits, conduits. I could search. I know I could search. I know I could search. I know I could search. All right, I'm going to search. Conduit. There we go. There's the leadstone energy conduit, which transfers 80 redstone flux per tick. We can only connect one dynamo to that because that's the maximum amount we can produce with one dynamo. Hardened energy conduit is 400 redstone flux per tick, which means we can connect 5 dynamos to that. And then redstone energy conduit is the most, but the problem is we need to have, for this, we need to actually have our fluid transposer making liquid destabilized redstone and yada yada yada. These are made with electrum, and so you kind of need some power to make those. The hardened ones we can do with leadstone plus invar, which I need invar. Invar you have to actually make through smelting the invar blend, or you can smelt ferrous and iron together in an induction smelter, which means, again, we need power. So what I'm going to probably do is fill up one of these leadstone energy cells and then move it. So what I'm going to do is just put one right there, just for now. We'll hook it up like that, and this will start to generate energy once I give it some fuel. Now, the question is, how are we going to give it some fuel? I'm going to set up some fuel lines here, and we will get right to that. So I'll be right back. Alright, I actually kind of moved things a little bit. I shifted this whole thing up one because now it just makes more sense that way. Before it didn't quite as, it made sense the other way because we were using engines and whatnot, but now I shifted it up so it could be kind of this level. It looks going to look cooler for now. We're going to eventually have a lot of probably these, what do you call it, dynamos. So I think what we're going to have and what we're going to do is we can even go up to here, so that's actually fine. So what we're going to do is I'm going to split this in half for now. And what's going to happen is right here is going to be, I'll do it this way. Woo. Right here is going to be where we're going to put a stone pipe. So I'm gonna go down here and keep going. Okay, busting through. Uh-oh. I don't really know what's going on here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. I guess we're okay. Yeah, okay, there we go. We're here. Great, 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 great. Okay, now I need to just find out where my other pipes are, and then I'll hook it up to there. I think it's over here. No, wait, where's the pipe? I'm totally confused now. I'm totally turned around. This is the front, so it must be over there. Yep. Okay. Oh, wait, it's right here. Okay, good. Okay, I know I busted through at one point. Let me dig this way. I think I'll find it. Come on. There it is. There it is. Okay, there it is. Okay. There it is. There's my pipe. Okay, good. So this is the pipe that goes from, I'll show you. You can see it right here. All right, there's the fuel tank. Right? We're just gonna travel it here. So I'm gonna run this pipe, and then I will be right back. Okay, actually, you know what? People are gonna probably go crazy. Yeah, I left a space. That's not right. All right, I'm gonna run this pipe, and then I will be right back. All right, the pipe is run, so let's run it up here, and I'm just gonna go this way with it, and then when we're done, we're gonna run it the other way. So that's cool. We're also gonna run it this way eventually if we end up wanting to use this area for more dynamos. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can fit a fifth one here. So another 5 and 5. And the reason why it works out well for 5 is because then we can use the hardened energy conduits to run. So there'll be, eventually this will not be a leadstone energy conduit, it'll be a hardened energy conduit. But we need invar, like I said. So first course of action is to actually have this thing run. So all we need to do is supply it with fuel. So this should work just fine. We can even watch it go. Nice. In a bit, we'll probably do maybe something special here, but in the meantime, we'll just seal it off. No big deal. All right, and then it's going. Oh crap! Box myself in. That's not good. Alright, there we go. Oh, man. Alright. There we go. Good, good. Good, good. That looks crappy, doesn't it? Smooth stone. Yeah, you know, we care about it. We care about looks here. Okay, there we go. And eventually we'll be getting some fuel. There it comes. Come on. There it goes. It's actually going to have to fill up these guys first. And strangely, they're going to turn on. They're going to generate some fuel, generate some power, but then probably shut right back off. Ah, this guy's generating power. Well, wait. He's generating power. Yay! And then this is getting power. Hooray! We are now on our way to finally having, once again, a power system. Hooray! So let me, I'm going to fill up this. I'm going to run some equipment upstairs with it once it's full, and then come back here and improve and expand. So that's going to be the whole setup. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, we are done. This is totally full, and now this is running at 4 power output. These guys are 4 as well. I should probably figure out a way to shut these guys off. In time, maybe. We'll see. I mean, actually, this would be a good place to shut them off. It's fine. I'm okay with this. But first, I want to check something, and that is to see if we can actually look at the tanks here. Now, you know, as I mentioned, we can't use Buildcraft, or I'm sorry, yeah, Buildcraft pipe gates to look at energy anymore, because energy in Buildcraft is Minecraft joules. It's not redstone flux. So they kind of took out that possibility. I can't monitor, for example, how full or empty this energy is here, which is what we used before to mess with the automated portion of the system. It'll work just fine this way, but I would like to maybe automate the filling of fuel. So let's just see. So fluid in the tank, water, that's cool. Tank is empty, it's certainly not. So we can still look for space for fluid. Water is not true. In fact, I think it's full no matter what. Yeah, so it's full no matter what. It looks like we can look at it. Looks like we can look for that. So that's actually pretty good. All right, but in the interim, what we're going to do is take this, run upstairs. This is a nice full energy cell, and this is sort of a portable power, I guess. I'm gonna run this sucker with it, and I think what I can do is just literally put it right here, and it should. Oh wait, no, I need to set it to export power that way. There we go. Okay, so because otherwise yellow is not connected, blue is receive, and the orange is export power. So this has a little bit of power now because I went through that cycle, as you see. So there we go. Do it that way. This fills up with power. Now we can actually run the induction smelter. Cool. All right, so let's grab some ferrous. You know what? Let's just make a bunch of Invar because we're going to actually need it. It's ferrous and iron. Yep, ferrous and iron in an induction smelter. There's a few different ways you can do it. Let me first get myself some of these. Come on. There we go. You know what? That's fine. And some iron. Right like that. That's good enough for now. So it's 2 iron for every 1 ferrous. So we're actually just gonna. This should give me for 3 Invar. That makes 3 Invar. So all right, here we go, making Invar. Woo! And this is just using it up. And this uses energy at 40. This can output energy at 80. So that's cool. So it'll keep this full. What I kind of want is not to, well, that's fine. That's going to be fine. All right, so I'll let this kind of thing go. It's actually going pretty quick, and we will be back to it. All right. See you in a bit. All right, we can, it's done. Okay, good. So we can actually run some of this. Ugh, I need some room. That's okay. We'll take some of the Invar, and what we need to do is you can either do it one of 2 ways. You can use nuggets. Basically, it works out to be those 3, which I'm going to do it this way. All right, 21. That's fine. Redstone and 1 Invar ingot there. I guess it doesn't really matter where. No, it doesn't matter. It's a shapeless thing. All right, cool. So there you go. Do that, and I'll just make these into hardened energy conduits, which can transport a lot more energy, and we'll be able to transfer. Actually, let's do it right now. I'm so excited. Let's do it right now. Come on, give me that back. Gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, you know what? I don't have any room. Ha ha, I don't have any room in my inventory. That's okay. That's funny. Okay, that's... Yeah, it's fine, whatever. I don't care. I never use this damn sawmill anyway. Yeah, that's actually fine. Okay, let's go, 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 go! I'm excited! We actually are gonna have some power! Woo! Okay, it's not crazy. I should note that this is actually... Darn, we need to make this into something else, don't we? We need to make a hardened energy cell with that. Okay, we need that recipe. Do we have Invar? Crap, we got rid of it all. Back up here, back over here. Alright, this is exciting times, guys. Exciting times. We're actually going to have to grab some Invar. I'm actually going to... Ugh, I need to clear out my inventory here, but where's the Invar? There's some Invar. We'll just put 4 right now. And then I will 1, 2, 3, 4, and boop, and hooray! Hey, cool, it actually keeps the same amount of energy. That's nice. That's kind of cool. So it's a lot less charge because this has a higher total charge it allows. We will have redstone energy cells in the end, but for now, and like the resonant energy cells and whatnot, but for now it's going to be these. And there's that. But actually, what we're going to do is take all these away. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. This was just temporary. Now what we're going to be doing is using the hardened energy cell, energy conduits. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's do that. We'll do the same thing. We'll run it to this side. Woo! Oh wait, we gotta set this to receive power right from there. Hooray! Alright, now these are all generating power. Okay, power output's going... Again, it slowly ramps up to 80, right? Remember how that works? That's great. And this I want to just show as blue because it's fun. There's no other reason. Now these all generate transfer energy at 400 redstone flux per tick. This has a maximum... Oh, we can... There we go. Input is crazy. Okay, it kind of defaults to the same. So right now this is still only going to be able to operate on the right side, not from the left side if we have other dynamos. So that's why we need better energy cells, or we can actually run 2 together and kind of have a split system. I'll kind of figure out the best way, but we are on our way to supplying our base with power. Hooray! Now we just kind of have to run some energy conduits to various locations in my base. Now, you don't have to factor in the math to be able to power everything in my base, but I think what's going to happen is I used to have a system where I had essentially one main energy cell that supplied my base. It's going to be a similar type of system, but I think what I'm going to have is a branching. So some of these energy power plants are going to be supplying other energy cells in my base. So I think for now this is going to work, but I'm going to have to build this out and kind of expand it as we go on here. So, but for now I will be right back and we'll see what else we can do. Okay. In this next sped up section, you'll see that I am preparing all the materials necessary in order for us to improve our power system further past the sort of rinky-dink system that we had going on right now. So using the hardened energy cell that we are charging, we are using that to actually power up the equipment that can lead us to bigger and better things, namely the redstone energy cell and redstone energy conduits, as well as various other energy cells that I'm crafting as well. So throughout this little sped up sequence, you'll see me crafting a whole bunch of things, kind of going back and forth in my base, just walking back and forth, charging the energy cell, making things, charging back the energy cell to charge other equipment. Yeah, it's kind of a decent process, but it was kind of fun, and decided to show it and record it, even though it really deserves to be sped up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, after some time now, we are ready. We're ready to put in our energy cells and energy conduits. So, I think I have what I need. Made a bunch of stuff. So we made some redstone energy cells, hardened energy cells, leadstone energy cells. There are 3 leadstone, 2 hardened, and 2 redstone energy cells. It's actually not true. There's a third one. The third one I actually put down there in the power plant. Let's just quickly go there, because the next step is going to be placing these energy cells around my base in strategic locations that I've already sort of figured out based on expected power usage. Yeah, so I already kind of figured out where I should put some things. As you notice, now I have 10 of these dynamos. Pretty cool. Oh, let me just turn this off. I don't think I need to have that running all the time. So I have 10 of these these dynamos, which are actually now idling because this is a full redstone energy cell. Woo! We are ready to spread power throughout my base using redstone energy conduits. So namely, it's going to be using these guys, which I'm going to run over here. This should be set that way, okay, so that we can spit out some energy. And then I'm basically going to run this power through the base and connect to energy cells that are spread strategically around my base. So for example, just like it was before, I think, was this connected? No, this was connected over up to there. So I'm going to connect, I'm going to put 1 leadstone energy cell to power up the assembly table. I probably will put one over here, but that's going to be kind of later. So we'll be mostly up and running after I do this. So let me go ahead and place some energy cells. I'll be right back. In fact, I'll be right back here. See you in a second. Whew, well, I went ahead and did the whole thing, and that was it. So here's what it looks like now. Very impressive, very impressive. This spaghetti little business is almost complete. What I need to do now is make sure I go ahead and let these guys know that they're connected. So this guy's starting to build up some power. This guy already did that too. You see how it's the redstone line, redstone energy conduit line is going into the blue. We're just set to the left here. That means it's receiving power there, and it transmits power with the orange, I guess. So you can configure that. So this is all configured properly. To the left, it's transferring power. Down, it's transferring power. To the right, it's getting power, and everywhere else, it's just doing nothing. Same thing over here, except now we want to actually configure this one, to receive that way. Okay, so this one's going to receive some power too. That's cool. Does any of these guys have anything? Hey, cool, look at that. He's filling up with power. This guy too. Sweet. Okay, so there will be a huge power drain while I'm doing this, but that's all right. Moving onward here. Let's see. Oh, I can actually enter this way. I never use this anymore. So the energy line comes across to here, where this guy is going to be receiving power from above. And he's transmitting power as well, though, so that's partly why. I think he's filling up these things. Yep, okay. And then this guy is, I think, yeah, he's set to receive power from behind. Alright, now he's starting to receive power. That isn't powered at all. This is already receiving power. That's great. I think they already were receiving power. Huh. Who knew? And then finally, oh yes, finally, the transfer of the line goes all the way over here up into, and I'll show you the last little guy, which is perfect because we're just about done and just about out of time for this episode, but it is up to here. Now here's where we're gonna have to set a little let's call it a little bit of what's the logic, redstone logic, because right now it's set to actually stop when it is low, so that means that it's set to enable when it's low, which is that. So I need to actually turn it down a little bit. Because what will happen is actually these machines will drain power no matter what. So he shouldn't be able to do anything with these. Alright, this is probably going to run, but I'm going to let this sort of drain out all the power. I think that's how it's going to work. I might have to disconnect this in the meantime, but we'll have to see, because I think this works. Okay, there you go. Yes, see? Okay, so it is stopped. If I go ahead and turn this back on, you'll notice that we actually continue going. Alright, so that's good. Okay, so it is working properly. I just need to set this to be configured with redstone and some logic, which we can do. We'll have to do that. And then finally, there is a line that I guess I could connect over here to go up to that final cyclic assembler, but it's not that important. So, with that, I will say, come on, we're pretty much up and running. Alright, so we're back where we were before we updated, only a little bit better, I guess, because we have the automatic refinery, which, let's go ahead and check it out. So let's go back down in the last little final bits of this episode. Go ahead down and check out what's going on down here. So you'll see, the last little bit. This is a little station so that I can charge up my redstone energy cells. This one, as you note, is going down because it's using power right now to fill up all those energy cells in my base. Yep. Alright. Oh, here's the final one, which is going to be set to transmit going up. And I think this tree farm is not running because right now this is still full of wood. But the nether wart farm is not running because it is actually sending out a signal to tell it not to run. So let's run this nether wart farm. Woohoo! It's working. Alright, sweet. Alright, so we're back in business. Netherwort Farm is actually running on this power. I have confirmed that forestry machines don't really work so well with these energy cells, except for the farms. The farms will do work properly with these energy cells. I will say that. And you can gauge that by doing this. So I'm going to set this input to nothing. And we'll see how much this goes down. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. See, it's using energy now from the farm, but you see how it's stopping every once in a while, so that's good. That's how it should be. Because right now it has to actually do a lot with this netherwort farm, because it's got to replant and do a bunch of stuff. But while it's just sort of sitting there idle, it won't do much. Okay, cool. Alright, now, and this we'll have to deal with later as well. But that's it, guys. Okay, I've been rambling on and on for quite a long time now. That will do it for episode 30, where we have just redone our power system, so now we look like this. I like it. How about you? Alright, guys, see you in the next episode, where we will be doing, well, something else. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.